Years ago, Daniel stood in his father's study. The air smelled of old paper and discipline. His father pointed to a stack of unread letters.
"A male is born," he whispered, "but a man is revealed by his actions."
Daniel smirked, fueled by youth. He believed strength was a fortress, a way of holding his ground against the world. He didn't realize then that a fortress can easily become a prison.
That belief faced its first true test with Emma, when their first argument erupted over a trivial misunderstanding.
Daniel didn't yell. Instead, he retreated into a cold, silently. He waited for Emma to break. After 3 days, she called,
her voice trembling with an apology she didn't fully owe. Daniel felt a surge of hollow triumph.
He thought his silence was his power, unaware it was actually his poison. 2 months later, the pattern repeated. Another disagreement. Daniel sat in his darkened living room. He was waiting for the familiar ping of a message, a sign of her surrender.
When Emma called, her voice was thin and exhausted, pleading for a simple conversation.
But Daniel remained stoic. He measured his maturity by his ability to withhold affection, convinced that speaking first was a sign of total defeat.
Then came the breaking point. A sharp argument left them at an impasse unlike any before.
Daniel went silent, expecting the usual cycle. He watched his phone screen stay black for 1 day, then 3, then a full week. The silence shifted, become more deep in his apartment. He picked up his phone, his thumb hovering over her name, but his ego screamed that she should be the one to bridge the gap.
In the quiet, his father's voice returned. "Watch him when he falls in love. That is when you discover his character." He looked at the black mirror of his phone and finally saw the truth.
Waiting for Emma to carry the burden of reconciliation wasn't strength. It was a cowardly retreat from responsibility. He had treated love like a battlefield, where the last one standing won the war, only to realize he was standing alone in the ruins. Maturity was not the absence of vulnerability. It was the capacity to override pride. Daniel dialed the number. "I was wrong to stay silent," he said, his voice steady. "I prioritized my pride over us."
"And I am here to fix it." The barrier shattered. He finally understood.
Being a man wasn't about control. It was the courage to speak first.